Safety gurgles on. Maybe. Get in there. Got it. Wake up, everybody. We got stuff to do. It's a rainy, crappy, dreary day here in Youngstown. So we're back on the 73. If you watched the video on the Impala from 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago when this comes out, I may have, nope, no, I didn't may have. I definitely did mess up, screw up, heinously destroy. No, it wasn't that bad, but I messed up that floor pan. That's that one over there. I didn't mess it up. It's not what I needed for what I'm doing on this truck, if that makes sense. It's, if I would have used it down here as part of that inner rocker, it would have worked just fine. But I did all the work to the rockers and it just wasn't the right pan to use. I'd have been patching over there and up here and around here, and it was just way too much work. So I got this pan. This is a drop-in pan. This thing fits in almost perfect. I mean, I'm not gonna have to do much. I may have to cut, excuse me, this right here just to get that to drop in there and fit where I need it to go. I may take a little bit off the top up here because I really don't need all the way up there, so I may take off down in there somewhere, but for the most part it's going to get laid over what's there and just welded to it and then seam sealed. And then the same thing is probably going to happen on the other side. This ain't a show truck. I'm not, you know, restoring it. I mean, I am, but I'm not. I'm fixing it up. I'm probably doing way too much to this truck than I should, but I do want it to be nice. I do want it to last a long time. It's just going to be a work truck. I'm going to pull a trailer with it, hopefully bring some cars home with it. So this is going to be plenty perfect for what I need it for. It's going to work just fine. But I got to get all these welds that I put in there ground out. And up here, so I can get that to sit flat in here, and then we'll do a little bit of cutting and get this thing fit in here. Ooh, yeah, I did get some other stuff too. A little hint as to what I'm gonna attempt to be doing here. Hopefully, possibly, more than likely, in the next couple of weeks. My wife bought this. It's like a storage box, or she bought it for her truck because that woman is the most prepared woman I've ever met. I mean, if you get stuck in a car with her somewhere for any length of time, you will survive. I promise you that. You'll survive, because she's got snacks, she's got clothes, she's got blankets, she's got first aid kit. I mean, if you're in the vehicle with her and you get stuck somewhere, you're good to go. Sorry guys, I'm not feeling the greatest this week either. I've been sick the last couple of days, today being the worst, but gotta push through. So, but I got me a boat tank in here. Oh, but anyways, what I was saying, she bought this for her truck because she likes to store stuff in it. Extra clothes in the summertime. She likes to keep towels and bathing suits in there just in case we're somewhere and we want to go swimming, blah, blah, blah. She bought it for her truck and decided it was way too big because she couldn't fit anything else in the bed of her truck because our beds in our trucks are tiny. So she put it down in the basement, and I came up with the bright idea to use it for a Will It Run kit. So my plan, I've been talking with people that work on these old cars, that know where some honey holes are, or junkyards, or farms, or somebody's backyard, or, you know, I got the word out that I'm looking for cars to really, I don't have the money to buy cars right now. So really, I'm just looking for cars that I can tinker with, cars that haven't ran in X amount of years, 5, 10, 15, a bajillion years, and see if we can't get them running. I got to put some other stuff in here, but I got a 187 piece mechanics tool set. I got some screwdrivers. This is a boat tank, boat fuel tank. Some 5/16 and 3/8 fuel hose. I got this thing because I thought it would be a good idea. It's a primer bulb. It's 5/16, but it's like, you know, it'd be on a boat and you would prime the fuel system with that. I thought, well, that's genius. I could just use that to prime the fuel system on a truck or a car or whatever it is I'm trying to get running, and I don't have to suck on the fuel hose. And that didn't look right. Don't go there, okay? I mean, you know what I mean. I don't have to siphon fuel using my mouth. Gas is disgusting. It wasn't that expensive, so I thought that'd be a good idea. I'm gonna go ahead and move on from that subject now before I get myself into more of a hole. I still got to put some other stuff in here. I want to put a multimeter in here. There's a lot of room for activities and stuff, so I'm gonna put a multimeter in here. I mean, this kit's got wrenches in it, metric and standard. This has the only screwdrivers we really need, hopefully. Flat blade and Phillips. I don't really see us using the 3/8 hose very often. It's usually 5/16. If it's not 5/16, it's usually either 3/8 or maybe even a quarter. But if we'll cross that bridge when we come to it if we need a different size. So that should be fine. Got to put a multimeter in here, a couple other things, a couple odds and ends, and then, you know, if I can figure out what car it is I'm targeting. Ooh, big word, being fancy. When I go out to these places, sorry, it's hard to concentrate on the camera and what I'm doing. Then just odds and end parts that I might need for the car. You know, the spark plugs, wires. I mean, really, when we get to these cars, I'm gonna be more trying to use what's there to get them to run, because they're not my cars. You know, maybe hopefully one day I'll be able to start buying some of them and have a place to put them and you know, save them from certain death. But for now, we're just tinkering, getting stuff to run. I think that's really cool, really gets me excited. I like watching them get some of these older cars that haven't ran in forever run. If nothing else, you know, the car may not be savable, but it's a power plant for something that is. So, all right, enough of me talking. We're gonna start grinding all these welds down and start looking at that floor to see what we gotta cut to make it fit just perfect, and then we'll get to hammering and tacking that thing in there. So here we go. I think I need some new batteries. These 20 volt DeWalt batteries, I mean, I guess maybe it's just because it's the grinder, I don't know, but they seem to die fairly quickly. All right, guys, I'll get you in here and show you where I'm at. So I got this cut. Let's see if I can pop it up for you. You got that cut right there. There, now you can see it. Cut that part off. So now it all fits in really well. I gotta push it down real hard and it fits in almost perfect. I am gonna cut some of that off up there. I don't need all of it. I'm probably literally gonna cut probably across here to this. Get this, I'm gonna take this hump out, come up to about here, and then cut across there. And then that should fit in there real nice like. I'm gonna have to finish welding this up down here before I put it in. And then I don't know, I don't think I'm gonna, oh, hold on, I don't think I'm gonna full weld it in. I'm probably just gonna tack a lot of it and then use some seam sealer to finish it all up. This, I gotta push the rest all down and get it secured, and then this I'm gonna have to pick up on a little bit because it fits perfect like right there. But once I get this side down, I'll show you, it fits almost perfect in there. So yeah, this piece works out a lot better. It's dark now, so I'm gonna clean up and call it a night, but tomorrow we'll come back out after I get home from work and do a little more on this floor pan, see if we can't at least get it. So I think I just acquired a shop lion. Yep, right there. Just sort of came in. I've seen it around, but he or she, it's like a he, just sort of making himself at home. Still pretty timid, won't come up to me. I'm gonna call him Ralph. I'm terrible at names, so he's Ralph now. He's been around a little bit. There's a black and white one too. Neither of them will come up to me, but that's the closest he's come. I don't feed him or anything like that, but it'd be kind of cool to have a shop tiger. I did have a problem. Oh, now he's tearing stuff up. Maybe not. Just kidding. He's just in the bed of the truck. I did have a problem with some mice a couple years ago, so might not be a bad thing to have a shop tiger here. So we'll see how much he comes around. Maybe I'll start feeding him or something. All right, guys, I got some metal. We're gonna make these pieces. Those are the little weight distribution pieces that go right under that floor pan. I mean, it's probably fine without it, to be honest with you, but they're in there, so I just want to put them back, because if I don't, that's all I'll think about when I get in and out of this truck, is that I didn't put this in there, and I wish I would have, and I should take the floor, and I ain't taking the floor back out, or yeah, that's not gonna happen. So it's out. We're gonna make these up. Well, I'm gonna make one up anyways for this side. We'll make the other one when we get there, but we'll do that real quick. And yeah, get them put in there. Get you guys in a little closer here. These are by no means gonna be perfect, but the ones that were in there ain't perfect. You can tell they weren't cut perfect, and that is good enough for me. Oh my. Sure. How about we come in a little bit here, go straight down, and then we'll curve in here. That looks more gooder. Hey, I didn't mean to, but it actually matches this side. Sure. We'll get the safety gurgles on. Maybe. Get in there. Got it. Not that great with sheet metal yet. Okay, I'm not good at sheet metal at all, but I've never really done a whole lot of sheet metal, so this stuff I'm still trying to get gooder at. So, but it don't, like I said, it don't have to be perfect. I could have bent this one flat. I guess it really doesn't matter. I still could have, but I wanted to have that curve so I can bend that one like it. But I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. I can get it in the truck and still bend it, but we're gonna put it in the vise over here and get it bent. I know about 8.6 of you are probably a little concerned right now, saying you didn't measure it. How do you know where to bend? How do you know? Guys, this thing, I mean, it's been, I'm sure that's where either I drilled it or somebody drilled it. It doesn't matter. It's going to be under the floor. All it is to distribute weight, and it's not even, it'll make a difference, but it's not that big of a difference. So where I bend it, it doesn't have to be science. I don't have to, it doesn't have to be down to the 1/16 of an inch or anything. As long as it follows the contour of the floor, I don't think it's much gonna matter. So settle down, it'll be okay. Might have, could have gone a little too far. Might have, could have almost got it perfect. So now we'll go back just a hair. Apparently I can't talk now. Here, let's do it on this side since there's more. I think that's almost perfect, and we can fine tune it in the truck once we get it in there and see, you know, where exactly it's got to go. I want to spot weld or plug weld this to the cab support and the cab mount. So we're going to be drilling some holes. Then I'm going to plug weld it to that, and then we'll get the other piece, the actual floor, the drop-in floor pan in there. Oh, I gotta find time to clean this garage. We'll get that drop-in floor pan in there, and we'll get it spot welded to this, and probably a couple of spots on that. Oh, it's gonna get dark for a second, so let me oh, there we go. This piece, the drop-in floor pan, we'll drill some holes in it where it's gonna attach. We'll drill some holes in it here where it's gonna attach to this, and then maybe some, you know, where that cab support is, and make sure that's good and strong and tight. That way it don't oil can or anything crazy like that. And we'll spread out our spot welds as we're going around it. I got some it's been a long day, guys. Long day. Sorry, my brain is in a million different places. I got some seam sealer today and some more primer. And yeah, so once we get this in there, we'll get it. I'm gonna get everything, all the paint grinded off around where I'm gonna tack weld it in there, and then we'll seam seal it, because I'm not gonna go all the way around every single part of this thing. I'm gonna get it good and tack weld it in there, seam seal it, prime it, and we're gonna call it good. I got, you know, if I'm doing a, oh, I got a delivery. Hello, how are you? Sorry about that, I got excited. I got a delivery I've been waiting on, so she was bringing it up and I got distracted. But anyways, eventually if I'm gonna do, you know, something that's gonna be more of a full restoration, or, you know, something like that, then hopefully, one, I'm a hell of a lot better at sheet metal and all this stuff than I am now. And two, I don't know what two is, but if I ever decide to restore a truck fully, or a car or something like that, then I'll get crazier than I have already with this one. But I got a little excited. I wanted good floors in it, and I wanted to, you know, I wanted to do the rockers, but, you know, I was focusing way too much on perfection, and this truck just ain't the truck for that. I'm doing way too much to it as it is. I'm just glad I don't have a bunch of money in the truck already. So it's still gonna be nice, still gonna be a nice truck, but I'm not gonna be anal about everything the way I have been already, just because it's not the truck for that. So anyways, let me stop talking and get that floor pan pulled out of there. We're gonna get this thing, whatever I did with it, fit it up in there, make sure it's good, and start getting some paint off of there and get it welded in. All right, guys, I'm gonna get you in here, show you where I'm at real quick. So got the paint taken off this and this, got the mount tightened up, and then you can see down here, put some self tappers in here to pull this all together. I'm gonna put a spot weld or plug weld there and up here, and then I'm gonna put one on the other side. That should keep that nice and sturdy. And then I marked this right where the cab support is at the top, and then down here, and then I made some marks over here so I can drill some holes that I can do some plug welds to weld that there, and then it'll be time for that girl over there. We'll get that in there, make some final cuts, and then get that tacked in here, get her seam sealed, and at least primered up. So I'm hoping I have enough time tonight. I'm running out of time, but maybe tomorrow or the next day, depending on when I can get back out here. So we're gonna try to get her done tonight though. All right guys, let me show you where I'm at. So I got the weight distribution plate panel thingy majanger, that's what we're gonna call it, I guess. Plug welded in there, nice and solid. We're not gonna get too close because they're terrible, but we got that cab support tacked or plug welded in there. It was not easy with the angle, the dangle, and I couldn't from underneath, you know, see it with the hood on. I just kept smacking the frame. So yeah, it's in there. It's solid. It's not moving. I jumped on it, sorta, and it didn't move. It's gonna be fine. So that's all in there. So I'm gonna get these plug welds ground down, and then we will start making the final cuts on that and getting it in here. I'm excited. I'm gonna while I'm grinding those plug welds down, I'm gonna grind all around the perimeter where we're gonna weld that in. Debating still on whether or not I'm gonna cut more of the top of that off. Probably gonna happen because I don't need all of that excess up there, so just make it a little easier to get it, you know, tacked in there. You can see I already cut around that hump right there. This hump goes right around it now, so that's a little more gooder. So yeah, almost there.
We love fixing this truck. It's good. Well, we're doing something really brilliant.
Really brilliant, huh?
Yeah.
Are you having fun out here with Dad?
Yeah. It's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
Forever.
Did you have a good Halloween?
Yeah.
Get lots of candy?
Yep.
Yep, been on a sugar high for 3 days?
Yep.
2 days? 3 days?
Yep. 4 days.
4 days.
And poopy days.
Oh, okay. And poopy days. Alright, we're almost there, guys. Alright, guys. I'm running out of time. It's getting late, and I'm running out of time. So, here's where we are. I got the floor pretty much almost all the way in there. I got to hammer around some of these edges. I have already here, but I got to get a few more self-tapping screws in it. The biggest part I was worried about was this part here, and it came out really good. It looks kind of hacked up there, but it's not really that bad. Matches up nice, so whew, I'll get that tacked in there. I am going to tack this all the way across. Like I said, you're not really going to see it because it's going to be covered in carpet, and then weather stripping goes on this, but I want to make sure that that's tacked real good. But matched up really well. All I'm really going to do, guys, is put some more self-tapping screws in it, get it welded down, nothing you haven't seen before. I'm going to get that done tonight real quick before I go in. But like I said, I'm running out of time. I might show you guys real quick the finished product. But I know the kids are having trouble, or they're giving my wife trouble going to bed, so I'm going to go in and give her a hand, and how that goes decides whether or not I come back out here. I hope to come back out here tonight and get this finished up, but sometimes they're pretty ornery and don't like to go to bed, so we will see. So somebody's yelling over there. I don't know what they're yelling about, but they're just in a car, I guess, going down the street yelling. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that, and I might finish this up tomorrow. Just depends on how putting them to bed goes. So hopefully, the little one usually goes down pretty easy for me. The big one, he doesn't have an off button. That kid will go and go and go and go. But yeah, this will probably be pretty close to the end of this video. Alright guys, I'm gonna get you in here and show you what I got. We're not gonna get too terribly close because it looks terrible, but it doesn't matter, it's gonna be covered in carpet. I got it all kind of tack welded in. I welded up that seam. Looks bad, don't judge me. Got a couple of plug welds on that floor support. So now I'm just gonna grind them down and put some seam sealer over it. My brain shut off there for a second. The kids were super ornery last night and have been super ornery today, so it's been hard. I've been kind of coming out here, doing a little bit, going in there, playing with them. Anyways, yeah, so we got a floor on the passenger side. Good to go. So that'll do it for this video. I gotta get it out so it can get, or I gotta get it, we gotta get it edited, and then all ready for, so I can get it out Wednesday. Been a trying week, guys, with me being sick, the kids being sick. I got a bad wing. I don't know what I did, but I don't know, it's pretty swollen and I can't straighten it and it hurts. But gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta get this stuff done. So it's been a trying week. There it is, guys. I ran out of paint, but for the most part, that's it. Truck's got a passenger side floor in it now. All right. No more ankle vents. Did the AV ankle vent delete. Good enough for government work, right? I'll get some more paint, get it painted a little better, but that's it, guys. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your support. I appreciate it very, very much. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Please leave me a comment, and don't forget, if you're sitting around, so is your project. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.